Hello and welcome to another one podcast.
We have a Patreon. It's one of the best Patreons in the game.
By best, it's more of us.
Hundreds of hours of content. There's specials on there.
Three
specials. 2 live shows. It's one of the best Patreons around. You won't regret it. Sign up. £3 a month. That's all it fucking is.
I can't promise you it's one of the best or the most valuable, but if you enjoy us,
I think it is.
It's the only way to guarantee this carries on.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
Genuinely.
It's up to you. Would you like this podcast to carry on? If the answer to that question is yes, then why not part with 75p a week by signing up to our Patreon?
Patreon.com/another one podcast. Sign up to it. You don't even have to enjoy the content that's on there.
You don't even have to watch it.
No.
Just
sign up.
75p a week,
yeah,
so that you get your public episode every week, guaranteed. Because if it drops below a certain level, it will stop.
75p a week.
The minute this costs us money again, it's gone.
Yeah, and it's
barely even.
So, please,
for the love of God,
yeah, please. Now it's beyond a joke. Now there's only one podcast that needs the money, and that's ours. We're absolutely brassic, and we've got the most outgoings, like dependents.
Another one.
Directly into the topic.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 158 of Another One podcast with 59. Me, 159 with me, Simon Wozniak, joining me, co-host, cohort, brother from another mother, brother in arms, comedy comrade, Rob Thomas.
What's happening, everyone?
And joining us today is from nowhere becoming one of the most in-demand guests for Another One podcast. Danny Deegan.
Just in demand for the one podcast.
So we're doing a bit of admin because we've got to coach the guests now out of talking to a microphone. And then a lot of them think, because they're 10, 15, 20 years in the game, the professionals and know what they're doing. But they don't, because you can't hear them. And also what else is annoying is, well, I think we've discussed this, that Rob and I have positioned ourselves on the pod that we're very comfortable to look at everyone and also talk directly into the mic. And the guests are all contorted and twisted.
On uncomfortable seats and just,
Yeah. We've got arms, we've got everything set up.
You're saying, we assume our guests are professional.
Yeah.
I assume you're professional and this kit will fucking work.
Well, it works if we talk directly into it.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like that's perfect.
Yeah.
Right, fine, I'll just stay like this.
Yeah. But you don't have to, though. We've bought stuff that moves. You can move the mic with you.
But he doesn't.
Right.
Yeah,
So I'll move the mic there.
Perfect.
Like
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Perfect.
I'll do it like
As
this.
your neck not getting, if your neck cricks, just obviously turn it that way for 5 minutes and get it
just
stretched.
Take the mic with you.
Well, I can't do that because I'm the only guest on this time.
Do what you want, mate. Chris
time-
Washington did the first 5 facing that way fully.
Yeah, eating
Eating a meal deal.
a Tesco meal.
And he said because of that, he'd come back on. He says if he's allowed to sit facing the other way and eat, he'd come back on.
He'd do
I could see that.
any pod like that.
So obviously before you came in, I pointed out to you the sign.
ASL
Yeah.
alarms. Is that what it is?
No, but ASL obviously, you know ASL, don't you?
No, it's before his time, isn't it?
You don't know ASL?
No,
After
it
this time.
was an MSN message.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
age, sex, location, baby.
Yeah.
Outside there, ASL.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on MSN, Danny?
I mean, I remember
Surely
it.
it's after your time now.
No,
How old are you?
I remember MSN being a thing. It was really all it was one of those things. I'm of that generation that you used it to keep in touch with the people you met on holiday.
Right.
So I used it to chat to a load of Dutch girls, and that was it.
Yeah, we
Still
used
for
it,
pussy,
we used it
though.
for nudes, yeah.
Yeah.
Webcam.
Got
like,
webcam.
tits.
Do you know I never used the webcam on it?
Did you not? No.
No, but I did like.
Blurry 14-year-old tits, mate. Oh.
Webcam.
I'm better than blurry 14-year-old tits. Oh.
That's not better. That's
Wow, you can snip that.
pull it. Yeah. That's good. Dean, get on it, mate. How are you?
Me, I'm done.
Done.
Yeah, you wound me up.
And how are you?
I'm all right. I'm a little bit.
Hang on. Why are you done? Sorry.
Because you wound me up, told you this before.
What happened? What about because of the Smith?
No. Because my life's in disarray. Because you're a grabbing cunt.
Why? What's
Right. He is hard. He has got blood on his hands. We're not going to go into it on pod, but he is capable
It sounds like you're going into it.
Yeah. Well, no, we won't go into the specifics.
Don't name no names.
But he will see a comic off, not off the circuit, off, just to line his pocket. And he's trying to push that back. He's projecting on me now because I've gigged on a Tuesday.
Oh, I just assumed you were the comic he was trying to see off.
No, because I'm too strong. Okay. I'm a shooter. I'm not scared of nothing. Whereas he's gone for the weak. He's gone for the vulnerable. He's targeted them, it's worked.
Is it Lost Voice guy?
No.
No.
We won't go into it. But he's.
This is how he's trying to twist it back on me.
I'm not twisting.
I've said.
That's not naming. That's not getting to names.
He took a lot of gigs on this week, and at not one point has he thought, when are we going to do the podcast?
Hang on, you dropped this podcast on a minute's notice to go and gig, so you can go fuck yourself. I'm just not capable to do this podcast without you because I don't have the technical ability to work that.
Do you know
he can do this with a guest. Do you want to guest host next week?
I never really understood a lot of people's backgrounds because my mum and dad are still like happily married.
Yeah.
But now I get it.
Oh.
Your mum and dad?
Now I get it. Yeah,
no,
it
means the trauma of living with
in the
people
middle of a
bickering.
fucking argument.
Yeah.
not understanding what's going on. Just trying to smile and make the best of it.
Somehow it feels like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Sorry for being here.
No one's gonna say it's my fault.
You could guest host next week if push comes to shove. If you fancy it. I mean, you just sit in a different chair.
Probably
You can book the guests as well. The hat's off.
Well, then I will be booking Lost Voice guy.
No. You can still chat.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Just tell him to write an essay on his iPad thing and then you just press play. There's the podcast.
What's been in the news? What's new with you anyway before we get into the news?
Not that much because it's not that long since I've been here.
No.
Is it a lonely month for you this month?
What, December?
Yeah, it's all family time, innit?
Well, you've tagged us
but I
and
do
stuff.
have a family.
I haven't engaged in the banter yet for the sock one because I didn't have time. But I engaged with the travelling one because I thought, well, he's doing us a solid there, so I engaged with that one. But the sock one that you posted, he clapped that, yeah.
Oh, with his thermal socks on.
Yeah.
That wasn't him. That was Albrighton.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the point of. It was just I've become obsessed with YouTube videos of people washing cars.
Right. Are they doing inside and out?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Full valet?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And how long are the videos? On average?
About 40 minutes.
Are they?
Yeah,
Fuck off.
You watched the full...
Proper go
Have you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the full thing. I had nothing to do like on... I think it was like last Wednesday or something like that, and I watched about 8 or 9 of them back to back.
I get that.
Different cars.
Yeah, it wasn't like part 1.
Just checking. I didn't mind doing like one fella who films himself every time he watches his Focus.
Chiroprac ones, I'm always getting shorts of the chiropracs, doing the Y strap and yanking people's backs and all that. So you into getting your cars washed?
I'm not. I don't know where it's come from.
Satisfying, isn't it? It's like watching earwax removal. I've done that for 13 years.
I was into that for a bit.
I watched the earwax removal, yeah.
Yeah, but the ones, sometimes it's very frustrating watching them though, isn't it? You're like, just fucking get it.
I think it's just,
They take forever and they're getting little bits. Like, can you get the big plug? And then I can get saves me masturbating. I can feel drain then without needing to actually do anything myself.
Yeah, but the thing is, the people making the video, they know that.
Right.
Yeah. They know that, so they're teasing you, going, I'm getting
a bit lightheaded thinking about it now.
We're going to brush across the big one to get this little one here.
When they finally hook that, but it looks bigger than it is, doesn't it? Because the camera's
when it's so big and they pull it and like the whole ear just fucking vibrates.
Yeah, you just see that like the skin of the ear and you think, that feels like you can just feel like their life just getting better. I looked into getting it done actually. Specsavers do it.
Buckley, your ear out?
Yeah. You got to get oil. You got to get oil drops to soften the wax. Cause I think they'll just shoot water and it's just shit that way.
Barry Dodds does it.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he need it doing? Because I just think I'm doing it because I just in my head I've gone, you need this doing, but I don't think I do.
Well, I've never cleaned my ears properly. I don't think.
Well, not many people have ever professionally clean like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I've never had.
Yeah, but some people get real build-ups of it, like real build-ups who need it doing. They get headaches and like things like that.
Oh, I don't think Barry was like that. He just said
likes it.
Well, so Barry used to work for the NHS.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, well, he don't work anymore, so it don't matter. So like,
No, but he's very cagey about this, so maybe we'll have to.
No, he's cagey about other stuff.
I know, yeah, but you never know with Big Bad Baz.
Yeah,
Barry, well, oh fuck it, I'll say it, and it's on me.
Right, okay.
Right, Barry, like his remote controls used to have batteries in them that were supposed to go in like life support machine. like, do you know what I mean? Like they were special, like expensive batteries, but he worked in like stock at the NHS, so he just fucking.
What they? So they were like extra length.
Yeah, like they were like double A batteries that had last about fucking 25 years. They'd last longer than the TV.
Ah, that's nice. Can you get them? How much are they?
I've no idea.
I'm fucked, you know.
You are?
Yeah. Delirious, man.
Grabbing you there.
You okay?
No.
He's always like this. It takes me a couple of minutes to get going, doesn't it?
Well, come on. What's new with you?
Just living life, mate.
Um.
Down in Torrington, Exeter the weekend.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he was doing one of you, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was. I didn't like it.
Is it? Oh, you drive down to Exeter?
Never do it again.
Exeter's not a bad one.
Torrington was the one coming back 5.
Oh, right. Torrington is. So I did Torrington when I was banned from driving,
Oh, God.
and so
You drove on a ban.
no, I got the train down, but because they said it's Exeter,
Save.
and it's fucking not. It's about
It's an
30
hour away
miles
from
north
Exeter,
of Exeter. So I got to Exeter, then like looked it up and went, oh, for God's sake. Got on the train to Torrington, but it was a hotel, so I wasn't that bothered about it. Checked out the hotel, went to the train station. Torrington's train on a Sunday doesn't start till 3 p.m.
Right. So what time did you get there?
Well, I checked out the hotel at like 9:30.
Was your hotel in Torrington?
You've had a torrid time on the circuit.
Yeah, I remember it was like a taxi because it's.
I was proving the
like,
services.
Yeah, it's like near like a Miller and Carter or something.
KFC
like
and a Greg's. Yeah. Out each window. One window at KFC, one window at Greg's. What am I gonna do? It was great. Yeah. Oh, never again. No, I can't know how you do it.
How many miles was it?
280 something.
Fucking rookie numbers. Man.
Yeah, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know me, I don't need the Northwest.
But yeah, Exeter's, well, if it is Exeter, it's not too bad because at least that's all kind of motorways and A roads.
Yeah, Exeter was fine, but then Torrington, you got to go back on the A roads.
Yeah. Like once you get past Exeter, then you're into Cornwall and it's fucking cobbled streets.
I've never been that far, never ventured. London's the furthest I've been.
Oh, and it's just...
Actually, I think I went to Kent one time with Callum Oakley. And who else was on? It was like a uni gig in like Margate, I think it might have been. Is that Kent?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Has Margate got a uni?
I don't know. It was a wild gig. I think I was on at the end because I was meant to be the best one.
This was like
The
not
best
headliner,
open spot.
just last.
Just the best open spot.
I think I had a good gig compared to the rest of the lineup. I don't know who was on though.
Where you were headliner?
That's what I mean. Closing the gig. I was thinking that, you close the Sunday
Yeah.
and you're thinking, it's them little wins, isn't it? And you're a comic.
That keep you going.
Yeah, like when you're a new act and you're going, oh, you're going on last at the Sunday.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
They've asked me to close it.
Yeah, like you go, oh, I'm the best out of all 6 of you.
Yeah, it's kind of, I suppose it's a big deal the first time. I suppose anything's a big deal the first time, isn't it?
Like I was saying that to Nina and Gilligan and I were gigging and we're doing a gig and Nina was like 7 years left. Nina was like, I'm not 7 years. And I said, yeah, but if what we're doing now, she was like, I'd hate to start again. Like,
Everyone's that one.
yeah, that's right. And I said, yeah, but what we're doing now, Kevin Bridges would look at and go, I couldn't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do that again.
Like or Ramesh would be like, I couldn't do this. And I said, that's what we're doing now is what they would go, I could not do what you're doing. Just to put in perspective how you feel about being a new act. So
there's loads of them that would look at like, oh, headlining a weekend at like Glee Birmingham, and they'll go, oh, like fuck this, fuck this, I'm going back to middle management.
Well, I remember it was when the Glee in the COVID thing, Bristol was meant to be closing it and she pulled.
Yeah.
So no one could gig at all. It just so happened that I had that weekend in on the one day they could open with like social distance. I think she probably just went, fuck that.
Yeah, can't be asked.
Yeah. I just don't need that. Whereas obviously I was like, oh yeah.
Desperate for it.
Yeah.
Sad man.
Thank God.
Can't take the house off me this month.
So did you answer question? Is it a lonely month for you or what?
No, I do have a family.
No, but you don't see them regularly.
I mean, I'll see them over Christmas because, Christmas is about family.
Yeah, but it's all the lead up and all that.
But I'll probably only see them for
Didn't you tell us last year you wake up on Christmas morning on your own and go round there?
So cheers, thank you, man. Well, I've done
Thank
a
you,
few
Danny.
things in the
Manners.
past. I've done things where so
I bought them.
With the thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for passing them waters that I
I'm trying to create content.
Let him answer the question. I want to know if he gets lonely in December.
Okay.
He's a single man in December. So on his own.
It's all right.
So this is the time people hang themselves.
It's not. It's January.
Is it?
I think so.
Well,
That's when it's really going to hit you.
It's
and you go, oh, what a waste of time that Christmas was. And then your diary will be empty.
Yeah, it's January. If you have family, I guess, because Christmas is actually
your one gig you've got in Jan will be pulled for low ticket sales. That was going to get you through Jan, and then you go, what's the point? The whole career's been for nothing.
See, now normally I'm admittedly I don't have it this year, but I'm pretty good. Like when I book stuff, I kind of go so I try
take
to
your mental health into account.
The clubs that you only do once a year.
Yeah,
I try and keep them for January and the summer because I'm like, they won't cancel out
yes.
of fucking ego.
Yes,
right.
You know what I mean, and it's I'll turn up and get paid even though only 4 people turned up.
Oh yeah, I know that with that's what I've learned over the years. Is clubs is Jan and the summer
guarantees. Yeah,
is that you need to be in the clubs in them months.
Yeah,
the rest of them Feb to
you can pick stuff
April
up.
and May, and then September to November and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, them summer months are the ones that it all just dips.
But yeah, in answer to your question, no, I'm not going to kill myself this Christmas.
No. Do you ever have suicidal thoughts anymore?
I mean anymore.
I imagine you've had them.
No.
Oh, we've all had them.
Never.
No, I'm just really content.
What's the problem?
I wish there's people I know that I wish had suicidal thoughts, at least.
Such a brutal act, man.
So you always content? Not like through December when you're on your own, you're seeing you're watching the Hallmark Christmas movies and you're being like, oh, wish you had someone to go to the Christmas market with.
Do you know?
No, I don't think he is.
Well,
do you? I don't think you want to go to the Christmas market.
I'm married, I don't want to go to the Christmas market. But
you've got the option.
Yeah.
You want he could get a date to go to the Christmas market with.
Yeah, I'm sure he could. That's what I mean. They were like,
send them Alex Boardman's photos and then just, there you go. Want to go on a date? You could get a date for a Christmas market, couldn't you?
I mean, I could do. I'm not sure why I would.
I think
I'd be lonely in December, mate.
If I was going to go on a date with someone in December, I wouldn't take them to a Christmas market.
Wouldn't you?
Don't think so.
No, I think they look better than they are. The reality of them are they're cold, they're dank.
I like them, mate.
They're just a bit ugh.
Oh no, I like Christmas market, mate.
In like a foreign country, mate. We're not in Manchester.
I went to Liverpool last week. It was great.
Also,
did you not find it just a bit aggressive?
No.
I think it depends, what city you live in, because so York kind of looks festive all the time.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
York.
York's Christmas
imagine
market
York's beautiful.
Is the least impressive thing about it at Christmas.
Oh yeah.
You go down the shambles and they've got all the lights and stuff, and you feel like you're in you feel like you're in fucking Scrooge.
Yeah. No, yeah, York.
Yeah, you're in the holiday.
Edinburgh.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like Bath,
Middlesbrough.
I bet even Chester.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like that kind of vibe. Yeah.
It was in Borough at the weekend.
Yeah, you said.
I tell you, on the card. I can't remember my card James now because I'm so tired.
I'm gonna keep me alive phone call.
Yeah.
Phone them to stay awake. I was like,
yeah, I was sent me to sleep.
I do that. I have like 5 or 6 people. Unfortunately, my long journeys, they're like, Danny, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Yeah. When is the curfew for this call, Danny? Because you're going to Narnia right now.
I'll be honest, mate, about Sheffield.
Yeah. There's usually the signal dips at Sheffield. That's a good excuse to terminate.
I had 2.5 hours left, and I thought I need to get to the half. I wanted to get it off the M5.
I had the Subway that I wanted to eat as well, and he rang. And then after about an hour, the cut out, didn't it?
Yeah,
and then I texted him, I'm having my Subway now.
Yeah.
That's the end. That's
Don't
the
call me
natural
back.
end of the call.
Yeah.
That's the natural end.
I had about 40 miles left of the M5, and I thought, I just want to make it to the M6, and then I'll accept the stop then.
Yeah.
And we ended up on the phone for an hour, so that got me quite far. And then straight off the phone to him to Chapman.
Because, Exeter, like, I reckon, when you get on the M5, I reckon that's a similar.
138 miles.
Yeah.
Well, we've had some good feedback on that clip. You know that clip when I was explaining Danny's drives?
Loads of comics.
Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed that clip. They enjoyed that.
It resonated with loads of comics.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of road warriors out there.
Yeah, but they give it up after a while. You're like a fucking... You're still at the fucking cold face, you know what I mean?
Right, do you know what it is? So when you were going on about, like, oh, you're going to be lonely in December.
Yeah.
Like, lonely...
How can you be lonely when you're driving to Torquay and back?
But lonely isn't...
Can't be lonely in a Ford Focus, mate.
Lonely isn't an emotion I ever feel.
No.
Just so content with your own space.
Yeah, if that's... Do you know what I mean? If that's the situation I'm in, I'm...
You're just chasing that pum-pum all the time. How can you be lonely when you're getting DM'd? Eating Pringles. What was I going to say then? So I was in Borough. It was funny. Did I tell you or not? I can't remember. So
you're talking about gigs, yeah?
I went for a walk at 2 a.m. to try and find somewhere to buy ale.
In your jammies?
Yeah, my jammies, yeah. So I went
and we're worried about me killing myself.
Well, I'm not being funny, but of all the cities I've been in, walking down Middlesbrough town centre in my pajamas, I felt absolutely fine doing that. Like there was no like
fine as in safe or fine as in
worryingly safe. like I should not feel safe in this place.
Absolutely not.
Was it like that scene in Shaun of the Dead where they all act like zombies?
Well, it's
zombies
just
leave them alone.
Well, it's just like the high streets where they're all going out, they're all dressed to the nines and all that, dressed like the tiniest of everything. But I just felt so content walking around in a hoodie, my pajama pants and trainers, with an AirPod in, listening to songs, listening to Mazarel 20, like thinking I was a gangster. And I was just walking through, and then someone had found a football and they was booting this ball in the air. No regard for the parked cars. Like I was thinking, like, that's why I didn't park my car there. I thought, these guys do not give a fuck. So I was walking through, and then I was looking for somewhere to go and buy ale. I think you can get it on like Just Eat and Uber Eats now, ale, can't you? But
especially
anyway.
like Indian restaurants.
It's penny though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Proper premium on it.
Not loads, but like there's no discounts on it.
Is it chilled?
I couldn't tell.
That's the bit. Right.
Really
have you done a few Uber Eats ale runs, have you?
I have done, but just drinks in general. From like
they forgot my sauces with the McDonald's. It's twice that's happened to me. Cardiff and now this one. They must. Why? How can they overlook a sauce? That is mental. If I'm giving someone 20 chicken nuggets, you'd put something in.
Yeah.
Like that's insane to send someone out with 20 nuggets and not one bit of sauce. And
Make you back up for 20 nuggets?
No, I got an Uber.
Oh.
So I added the sauce. They haven't put them in the bag, but I don't check the bag they weigh anymore. I just took it.
Yeah, but it's an Uber. You can't check the bag anyway.
I could open it.
Run back and get me sauce.
No, but you go, nice one, rip it open and go, there's no sauces in there. Go and get me my sauces.
Not doing that though, is he?
Well,
doesn't work for McDonald's. He's going to go, it's not my fault, mate. Complain.
Yeah, he will want to fucking grip him and get in the back of the car with him. So again, driving back to the fucking place. No, so anyway, so I went for my walk and then I was walking around and then seeing this police car parked up because I like to look for crime as well late at night. It's one of my things that I like to do. So sometimes when I'm driving back,
Vigilante.
well, when I speak to my bike, so sometimes when I get home from a gig, if I'm up for it, I'll go for a drive around somewhere local to try and look for crime. Just because I like to see a fight at 2 a.m. or something.
He does that at home. He goes for a walk around by his.
I've stopped doing that obviously now because it got a bit scary. Walking around at 2 a.m. is eggy.
What, like neighbourhood watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
That's understandable.
My dad's best mate does that.
Does he walk at 2 a.m? If you got a dog, you can do it.
He's terrible at sleeping, so he doesn't go walking. He just goes in his car and drives past his mate's house.
Yeah.
That's weird. If I had a friend that told me that,
that's what I mean.
Not sure they'd be my friend.
That's what my dad is telling me. He goes, he just goes around checking everyone's
houses.
But make sure no one's getting robbed. It's like, Daddy knows you're in. He's checking up on you. I said, one day he's going to be like, how's your lights on at 3 a.m? And at that point, it's like, fuck off, you weirdo. Like, stop stalking me. You're not checking my house. You're checking what I'm up to.
Yeah, but it gives you an objective. So I would do like a Sowie drive to a Formby drive, then back to a Sowie and then a Formby drive. And I'd drive down the strip of Sowie thinking, I wonder if there's going to be a fight here.
Right, yeah.
There never is.
You're driving with the...
Well, I got that crime on Monday. You were talking about the crime on Monday when I saw the guy getting in the back of the van. That was exciting. Saw the blue lights, followed the blue lights and all that.
Do you know what? You want to go and hang around petrol stations?
I saw a big one at a petrol station. Defo a drug bust.
Did you almost get involved in one at a petrol station? The gypsy fella?
Oh, yeah, but that wasn't me looking for crime. That was just me getting me ale, and then that was just a very racist man. But, like, I've not seen racism like that for a while. Just literally said he called a P word for speaking to his missus who was in the back with a newborn. And he's sending the night pay guy, as they do, to back and forth to try and get a discount. Yeah. Because that was how Dave Alfie Ward told us that was the thing, wasn't it? Where they'll send that back forth, take that back, give them money, say, have you scanned that yet? Scan that one. And trying it. Anyway, this taxi driver, it's 2 a.m, nonchalantly just turns to the woman in the back and just says something like, you know, and then he goes, don't you fucking speak to my woman like that, you fucking... He goes, you do that once more, I'll drag you out, I'll dance on your fucking head like that. And it was just like, this is a bit much, this. And I was just stood there, like, waiting in the queue, like, fucking hell.
I think I've got a bit more than
yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the risk.
Just waiting to leave and go 2 bottles of coffee on, please.
Yeah, if you witness something, then you go, oh, shit. So I'm looking for it. I see it, and I shit myself and go, oh, no. Now my life's dragged into this mess.
Desperately trying
to get the heart
yeah.
Desperately trying to not catch eyes with the taxi driver in case he asks for help.
Yes. That's the thrill of the chase. You chase the crime. It's like a storm hunter. You chase the storm, but then you don't want to be in it. You just want to see it and get away.
Yeah.
So anyway, I do that, and I've stopped doing that so much now.
I worked at a petrol station for like 18 months when I was like college.
You a night pay pussy, or did you leave the door open like a gangster?
I was days.
Oh, shit house.
Fucking. But do
them 10
cash
sixes.
Machine, the Securicor, the 18 months I was there, the Securicor got done 3 times.
Was in the fella dropping the money off, or the cash getting ripped out?
Basically, when they were taking the things out, they'd come out, and it was 3 times they got robbed.
What, the men with the helmets on?
Yeah. And apparently it's really common. Like, if you work for him for a year, you'll get knocked over.
Yeah, I know a guy that used to do it, and he had something wrapped around his head.
Did you get any time off?
I don't. Oh, what, did I?
No, everyone.
Oh, I don't. I didn't even realise it had happened. I was behind the counter. I think I was reading a paper, and then the Securicor guy came in and was like, "Are you all right? Just to let me use the phone. We've been robbed."
Yeah, because he doesn't work for you. Why would they get time off?
PTSD.
I don't know.
I
think the guy it happens to, mate. But I think if you just witnessed it, I don't think you're getting that. Come on.
And a little spar by ours got some once. We got shipped in to go and work in that spar because you have all the staff there like a month off.
Also,
a month for a robbery.
For a shotgun robbery. Yeah.
Oh, shotgun robbery.
This is like 2000, 2001, so it wasn't quite the same.
It'd been on the same time, yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I was working for the spar, there's a big spar up the road and a little spar down the bottom. And I think they got done for like $6,000. Shotguns. I think there was 4 staff on. There's only like 6 staff in the whole store, so they just give the whole store a month off.
Yeah, I've never.
And we all had to go down and cover their shifts.
I think I don't know if this was every time, but I remember hearing one of the Securicor men saying to the copper that there was 60 grand in the.
But isn't it all like inked up and that? Like it's gonna.
I wonder how much there's that. Is
just bollocks, just a deterrent.
You know, when you have like the speed, like only half the speed cameras actually turns on.
I've heard that. Yeah.
I think it is a bit of a nonsense. It's like, you know, when people say like, "Oh, WhatsApp's encrypted, so no one can see it," and the government are like, "Oh yeah, we can't see it." It's like, well, they fucking tell you.
Yeah,
like, they're not going to come out and go, "Oh, we cracked it."
Let's not go down that wormhole, mate, because that'll send me that.
Have you seen the new thing?
Oh, I don't want to know.
I saw that.
I think it's so insidious.
Joe Biden's government was only going to allow 3 AI companies to get passed, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
to get licenses to do certain things because under the guise that they let the government control it. Sort of thing.
Well, look at the prisoner
or
thing.
Share the information with the government, sort of thing. So basically, everything was eventually going to be AI. It'll just all be government controlled.
Yeah, but then when you look at the prisoner thing we learned on the other podcast,
which
they're killing prisoners for money.
Yeah, but that's in like.
That's what I mean. But it's still the same level of fucking like what?
Yeah.
Like the level of evil they're doing. Apparently now they pay that it's in these like shithole countries to let people hunt prisoners for like a fee, like trophy hunting. So they'll let a prisoner out
For a few thousand
and say, right, you can go and kill that guy for 10 grand if you want.
Fuck.
Just in a forest, they let him go in a forest.
Yeah.
Is it like a thing like because you could say I'm paying for it, I now own that prisoner. Like just like taking back.
No, if they escape, they get out.
No,
it's gangsters, isn't it?
That's like you're free. Do you want your freedom? Sound, but we're gonna drop you in the middle of this jungle.
Shit, you've got to get away from this billionaire.
I don't even know whether they tell them they're being hunted or they just drop off in the middle of the jungle. It's like, by the way, there's a human there. Go. It's not even billionaires. It's like $5 grand.
We could do it. Patreon special. Kill a Cambodian paedophile for $2 grand.
I'm not sure. I don't think I've got the stomach to kill someone.
No, not many people have. I don't think.
Yeah, I think
not on purpose.
I don't know.
Not on purpose.
I think you'd quite quickly be able to dehumanize someone.
On what? Just a complete stranger, or do you mean someone who's wronged you?
I reckon if we went to Cambodia and someone showed you a picture of a Cambodian fella that you're going to be hunting and just told you loads of horrible things about them, and then I reckon they could quite easily get you to not look at that person as another human being.
I don't think if they told me. I think I'd have to experience.
Well, why don't they just get an AI, make a fake video of him doing something to one of your family, and then you're done, then, aren't you? Just say, look what he did to you. Okay, what?
You know that's not true.
Why is Joe Biden in the background?
But
you know that's not true. What I mean is like it's just so easy to
influence.
Like as long as you've had no experience with them, like, I couldn't kill someone I know, no matter what. Like probably no matter what they'd done.
That's a lot of people.
But a random Cambodian fella who've never met, I reckon you could very easily dehumanize him to me.
No,
I reckon he'd easy.
Having fired a gun in Germany when I went on that stag do. It's it's such a violent act. Like I just think you go bang shoot, but to go to when you feel the force of what you're putting in someone's face, you'd be like, oh,
but no, but
that's violent.
You mean I've done clay
loved
pigeon
it.
shooting.
Yeah, I loved it when I done that.
Oh yeah, clay pigeon
Yeah,
shooting.
but to shoot a human,
it's only one step up in it.
I don't know. When I shot that, I was like, I wouldn't fancy me.
Really fucking struggle. I think I'd be, with the gun shaking.
I honestly think you would take less than an hour to dehumanize someone enough.
What's that experiment where they lecky shocked them?
Different languages and all that.
What was the one they lecky shocked them?
So that was
not Stanford. That was when they were at the jail, weren't they?
The prison one, yeah.
The one where they said, right, twist it higher, 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 and then they got it to a vault. They said that's going to kill them, and they all did it.
It was if they didn't answer it was if they answered the questions wrong, wasn't
it?
And they stopped answering.
Yeah.
An answer, you have to assume it's a wrong answer. So they just like, and there's some versions of it where you like they recreated the noise of a person keeling over.
Yeah, they go. Oh yeah, the noise they're going like these like really screeching. And like, can you keep going? Anyway, back to my brother thing. So I saw a police car, and I thought, oh, it stopped. Lights are on, flashing. Someone might be getting accosted. Let's go. Yeah. So I walk up, and obviously the police there.
How blatant do you make it that you're watching?
Well, so anyway, so go up, and then it's pedestrianised this bit of borough now. So we're off the main strip, one street past the main strip, and I'm walking down. I see these two police people start outside Cafe Nero. The whole Cafe Nero window paint for the door had been put in. Like you could walk in through the paint. Like the whole piece of thing was out. So they were just stood there as the alarms going off, waiting for it. And the policewoman was quite fit, to be fair. She was quite fit, and the other guy was quite fit. That's what I mean. I was like, I thought, wow.
Policewomen are always fit, I think.
I've seen a few lately. Like, wow.
Always took back. Like,
I've
never seen one that's
the police are dogs, aren't they, man?
That isn't attractive.
Well, they do look good with the hair scraped back and everything, don't they?
Yeah,
and
probably all of that as well.
Yeah.
But it's just like I've never seen one that I think.
No, I have seen a few that I've gone. Nah, you're.
No, I've never.
Nah, you're.
Maybe that one in Blackpool.
My dad was Dibble.
Oh yeah,
he was one. Yeah.
We were out somewhere, and this young girl came running over, and I thought she was talking to me. I thought she'd seen me at a gig or something, and she went straight past me into my dad. Oh, wow. And it turned out she was basically the last.
Shagging.
No, she was the last copper that my dad had trained, like been on probation with.
Oh right.
And she wasn't British. She was South African or Zimbabwean or something like that. But I was like looking at her thinking, Jesus Christ, she is.
You're sat off 2 a.m. on a stakeout with her. Like, come on, bro. Do you know what I mean?
You're thinking. My dad must have seen me. My dad just looked at me and went, "Not on your best day."
No.
I just kind of pushed it out my mind.
What,
Because he was right.
Your dad could have probably, though. That power.
Just abuse.
The Louis C.K. of the police. Yeah.
Do you reckon did your dad ever get accosted by people who'd nicked? Recognising them?
I never saw it. There was twice where something happened in town, and we were watching it, and I remember my dad saying to my mum, "If this escalates a bit more, I'm gonna have to step in."
Your dad was?
Yeah.
Fucking busybody, man. Let it go.
I remember.
He's retired, isn't he?
Once was. Oh no, this is when he was a policeman.
Oh.
Like not now. He wouldn't give a shit now. But once was when I was really little at the fair, and these two blokes just started swinging at each other, and he just waded into the middle of it and pulled them apart. And then
he didn't need to. He's not duty bound to do that, though, is he?
I think
he's
there
not
is
just a fight.
Amount. I think there is.
No,
probably got to, haven't you?
No, not every fight you see, you got to step in as a busy.
The doctor's got to help someone.
Well, I think it's that thing of if this escalates more, and then the other time was in a pub in Bury.
I think that's the arrogance of the busies, though. Fuck off, lad. Just fuck off. Oh, I'm the off-duty police. Oh, you gotta stay back. Fuck off. If you're on the beat, yeah, fair. If you just start going to the fucking town with the family and you go, well, I'm duty bound to step in. Shut up.
So
someone's crying. I don't feel duty bound to make them laugh.
The first one, I'm like I said, I was little. The second one, I am kind of sure. I'm pretty sure if my dad hadn't stepped in, one of those guys was getting sick. Basically, he knocked him out in one punch and then stamped on his head, and he was going to do it again.
Yeah, but that's just sort of like most people would want to step in there.
Yeah, but that's his dad having enough experience to be like, no.
You have the badge on him. Flash the badge.
I think he did.
Flash the badge. I don't think it works like that.
Yeah, it's not like America where you just like flock. I don't think they.
Yeah, but you just think you're just some fucking gobshite reckons he's hard now and stick nut on him.
No, I remember when I used to live in this ground floor flat in Manchester, and I kind of knew that whatever was above me was a little bit dodgy.
Yeah.
And I remember the police wanted to go up the fire escape, but they kind of had to get permission from me. And they showed me like the ID, and honestly, like British police ID looks like a fucking blockbuster card.
Yeah.
It's not like this big shiny shield. It's just like a card with a passport photo on it, and that's my identification. You're like, that is fucking rubbish, mate.
But that's most things. You're not questioning that, are you? If someone says enough authority, like when you go to a gig, we said this before, you go to a gig out on one of the acts, they go, oh, sound, yeah, Indigo.
Yeah.
So like, there's my ID. It's like, oh, whatever.
Also, it's the fire escape as well. Like, if you'd have said, mate, am I all right just to go up and buy some drugs? And I mean, yeah, mate, fine, whatever. Not my business.
Obviously, then if you start pulling the police, then they'll start getting you for stuff in it. It's like, oh, if you start being arsey with them, they'll do you for your tyre tread. So you're best off just letting them do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. Just move it.
So anyway, so back to what happened. So
no one would ever nicked then. Recognise.
Oh yeah, no one.
No. Or not that I wasn't with
I don't think criminals are that bothered by the police. I think they go, you're just a knobhead.
I actually just think it's a game.
Yeah, I think they hate the ones that in their world.
So my dad was my dad's a short ass.
Yeah.
So he always wanted to be a policeman, but he had to wait for the height restrictions to come down.
Oh, that is.
So,
what's the one?
Sorry,
was there a height restriction on police?
Yeah. Yeah, there used to be like back in the day. All police had to be like over 6
foot. Good. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. You should look like you can arrest someone.
Yeah. Should be the best of the best.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. So I think my dad's like 5'8".
Oh no.
But he's built like you. Like he's a proper like he's like 5'8" wide as well. He's like a fucking cube.
Right. Chief Wiggum. No. So anyway, so they were stood there. Then, literally about 400 yards round the corner, there was 6 lads having a fight. So I walked up, and so there's 2 police stood there, and then literally I could see them, and I could see these 6 lads all fighting. And it was like scuffling, so I was like, this is exciting.
When you say I walked up, can we have like...
Can you
picture
100 yards away.
At the start or at the when you walked up?
So I'm walking, so there's Cafe Nero, there's the corner. Right, here's the police, and there's the fight.
Yeah.
About 500 yards, like a 200-metre race, basically. Because so then, I'm stood here, and I'm about 100 yards away, so sort of on my phone like this, just sort of side-eyeing like that. And then and then the scuffling one's kicking and one goes to the floor, but I'm just looking from a distance, and I can't see what's landing, what isn't, but I'm like half watching because I'm thinking if I see a head, I'm out. I'm not being witness to a like because it was them hard concrete benches.
I'm watching so I can see if it happens, and then if it
no, but like the
gone.
concrete benches.
If I see something
I'm thinking
45 degrees, I'm out.
And it was slippy as well. So it was slippy. There was concrete, but I thought if one of these slips, head, corner, I'm done. So I was keeping a sort of like that, sort of side-eyeing it. And then eventually one guy picks up a coat and just sprints. And he's running this way and he's running around the corner towards the busies. Now, I don't know whether it was his coat or the other guy's coat. But like, so then he's running past them. But clearly the busies don't know what's going on. They're just seeing a guy running with his coat. And then, but this was all in the space of just a 5-10 minute walk in Borough on a Friday, and I was really like happy about it. Felt so alive, just like wow. Like you can walk around somewhere rough, you thinking like it's not too. I've not seen anything. The fact that I went there and just within 5 minutes, I've seen the window smashed in and 6 people having a scrap.
So is that enough for you, or do you think now the next time I want to be a bit closer?
I'd probably walk down the street, yeah. But then, no, I didn't want to do that because I didn't fancy running and it was slippy. And I thought if these chase me, just go, "What you looking at?" And then they get me.
But you know where the police are.
Yeah, but the police wouldn't want any of this. They'd be like, "Oh, we can't chase."
Yeah, but you just go and stand by them.
You go and run.
You just go and stand by the police.
I ain't a pussy. I ain't doing that in the middle of Borough. I ain't going to get put on TikTok in Borough going, what, he's meant to be back here at the end of fucking December. Show your face round Borough, mate.
Just run to the police.
Yeah,
and go,
yeah.
I'm not from round here.
Yeah, no.
Excuse me, bigger boys are chasing me.
What?
I think the lights are on the window.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was going to stop, and they're a very attractive pair, actually.
Did I tell you when I got pulled over for speeding?
I don't know.
So I'd borrowed. So me and Barry Dodds had driven to a gig.
Oh yeah.
But my car was having its MOT, so I borrowed my dad's, which was like a 2-litre turbo Volvo. And we went and did the gig was for a guy called Zach Turner, who was so he bought this pub. It was in Kidderminster, and he was so at the time like a Queen's Counsel.
Yeah.
And me and Barry are driving back, and I'm just chatting with Barry, and then I see the blue lights, and I look down. I'm doing nearly 140.
Fuck off.
So and like this, so we pulled over, and this copper made me get in the back of the car, and he had a video screen, and he showed me like he was doing 80, and then you just see me just fly past him, and I'm like, right, I'm fucked here. Like this is just instant ban. And he went back to speak to Barry, and Zach rang me to thank me for coming and doing the gig. And he must have heard something in my voice because he was like, are you okay? So I told him I'd been pulled over for speeding, and he just went back into barrister mode. He went, right, tell me everything, leave nothing out. So I told him everything, and he went, right, try and get out the car. So I tried getting out, but the child locks were on. Yeah. And he was like, right, this is important. Has he read your rights? And I was like, no. And he was like, right, you've been kidnapped, and we are pressing charges. And I want you to tell him that when he gets back in. And I was like, Zach, I don't think I've got the balls for this, mate. And he was like, right, just hand the phone over. And when he got back in, I just gave him the phone, and I heard Zach screaming at him. And then he just gave me the phone back and went, get back in your car.
Yeah. It sounds unbelievable. Like.
I'd love to know that.
Wasn't kidnap, false imprisonment was the term he used.
I'd love to know your rights to that level. I remember learning the rights for stop and search and being like, oh, right, I'm never getting stopped and searched ever again.
Have you been stopped and searched?
No.
Oh. Ever again?
No, exactly. like it ever happened in the first place.
Right.
But I remember making it sound like the po-po world.
Yeah.
I remember going and thinking, the amount of people that get stopped and searched illegally is just hilarious.
I've only had the police, didn't I, recently with the insurers, but that was the insurers' fault.
Oh, I've had loads. I get pulled all the time, don't
I used to, like, when I first started doing it, because I was like 19, driving through a city centre on a Saturday night. I used to get. If I was doing a gig, it was almost a certainty I was being breathalyzed on the way home.
I got pulled 4 times in 1 week once, just because someone must have been dealing drugs in the same van I had. Well, I say I had, it's my dad's. Dad had a yellow Renault Kangoo van, and it must just matched like some sort of description. Because my bird lived in Anfield, I lived in Liverland, and I'd drive from hers to mine, and 4 times in 1 week they pulled me over. And they just literally, but they would sound like every time they went, yeah, your van matches the description of when we know someone we're looking for who's dealing drugs.
Since he retired from the police, my dad refurbishes cricket bats now. He sells them, and
Of course he does.
yeah, he loves it. Oh, he loves it. But he gets a lot of business from like South Manchester.
Yeah.
And there was this guy who was like, well, I'll collect them and I'll bring them for you. And it just saves me dad going. But they were meeting in a hotel car park once a month. And like they basically opened their boots, and this went on for like 4 or 5 months.
They don't know he's ex-plod.
No, they don't. But my dad said he's 99% sure of this, but 2 blokes stumbled upon them one night, and my dad was like, "You're both coppers. I know you are. This isn't a drug thing."
Well, your dad said to them.
Yeah, and they were like looking in the boot, going, "Oh, well, you got cricket bats? Oh no, we're just out for a walk." And my dad was like, 2 blokes in suits are out for a walk at 11 o'clock on a Thursday.
How long had he been noticing them for? That's funny, though.
I don't like the energy. I told you at that time of hot water recently when they stopped me, didn't they? Sure I did.
I don't know. I got stopped
Because there was part down the back and it looked dodgy.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he pulls up, and I'm sure I've said this on the Patreon or something, but I'll say it again. Who cares? And I just got in the car, and it was like a Friday night, and they'd clearly been hovering around or something, because I seen this car. I thought them lights are like busy lights. I just knew they were like headlights that were busy, because they pulled up and they do that spin, that slow, and they're coming up. I went, oh, here we go. And I hadn't been drinking, so I was like almost looking forward to it a bit, but then you just don't know how much of a knob they're going to be. So he pulls up, and he was quite camp, and he was just like, all right, mate. And I was like, all right. And then, where have you been? Or is this yours? Yeah. And then I got my bag out the car and put it on the front seat. And he's like, everything in that bag yours? And I was like, yeah. And he went, oh, right, okay. And he didn't look in the bag, though. Because I think what happened was he'd seen me, heard the voice, and gone, oh, I just look a dickhead now. Because he just like, this guy's he's just parked there. But then to save face, he was like, oh, I was in the comedy clubs. And he was like, oh, you comedian, are you? And he goes, what's your name? Obviously to check my game on the car. And he goes, oh, it's okay, I'll keep a lookout for you. All right. And I was like, all right, Sandra. But he could tell, I think, as soon as he heard me voice, and he's seen me, because I was in like a hoodie and that, so I could look like a little scally. Yeah. And then he's just seen his little wool and gone, oh, well, I'm not going to just say, oh, I've got the wrong thing here now.
Yeah.
So he just pretended, and then he just said, oh, I'll keep an eye on you, but I just thought, you little bastard, you can fuck off. Do you know what I mean?
I had that last month. It was a concert. Like coming back from there. Driving through some villages, busy pulled me over. Just pulled me over, comes through the window and goes, do you know what? I'm pulling you over, mate. I was like, okay. And he's like, just because your car's registered down south. I was like, do you mean in Liverpool? And he went, yeah. I was like, it's not down south, that is it. So straight away, my back had gone up then he called it down south. I was like, no, Liverpool, mate, yeah, it's not down south, is it? And he went, no, you know what I mean, south of here. Just checking it's not clone plates. And I was like, oh, sound. Yeah, but you've got a Scouse accent, so it must be fine.
I've had that a few times where like they pull you up and they go, you're a long way from home.
Yeah.
And you've got to explain why.
Visiting a friend, see you later, mate.
I had an ex-girlfriend who was a bit nuts, but like not in a like in quite a good way. And I was picking her up from the train station.
What do you mean in a good way?
Like she was just a bit
wild.
Yeah, it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like not
keep you on your toes.
Yeah, she wasn't dangerous.
Right.
And like Piccadilly.
She ruined a lovely dinner.
Piccadilly train station's like a notorious red light zone.
Yeah.
But I was picking her up from the train station.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just like the street sex workers.
Yeah, it's not as bad now.
I was going to say whores then, but I didn't.
But it used to be really bad. And so I was driving and I missed the turning for the car park. So I just did a U-turn. And as I did
what a terrible accident.
2 cars. Like,
pincer, yeah.
Boom, yeah. Just came out in front of me. And this guy was like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And I was like, I'm here to pick me missus up. I wanted to park in there. So they were kind of like, okay, all right. So and I went in, picked my girlfriend at the time up, told her what had happened.
Right.
As we're driving back home, I see the copper who'd spoken to me like pull up next to me, and he's like looking in the car, and I told my missus, and then I looked away. Next thing I heard, turn around, she's wound down the window and she's leaning out, jabbing on the glass. Oh, you think I'm a fucking slag? I just gotta turn the steering wheel and just move the car away so she can't reach it anymore. So you can just see her fingerprint all over the windscreen.
They can get away with that, can't they, though?
What, women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good little thing to get away with.
You know, when I was on the Hackneys, one of the things they tell you is about curb crawling. Because if you people used to get in a taxi to go and pick a brass up, because the taxi driver gets done.
Ah.
So if you take someone down streets that we know with brasses on, you as a taxi driver get done for curb crawling.
But aren't you all getting paid to take them to the brothel? You ever get a cut?
Oh yeah. But there might be certain people looking for street brass. But yeah, they'd hire a taxi to do it because then they couldn't get done for soliciting. The taxi get done for curb crawling.
So not that long. Well, this year, like in the summer, I did Creatures in Manchester.
Yeah.
And on the way back, I'd slipped out, but I'd not seen Evan to say goodbye to him. And as I'm driving back, he started sending me messages. And I just wanted to be polite. And I pulled over, and that was in the middle of a red light zone, like Cheetah Mill. And like I had someone who it turns out was a plain clothes officer. But I think they realised straight away. Because I've not lived around there for so long.
I haven't drove down Shield Road. Yeah,
I think
I'm gonna go.
I don't think Shield Road's.
Is it dead now?
Yeah, well,
it's
too well known.
Right.
I think it wasn't like in Leeds. Didn't they make one?
We said
legal?
we've said that on the pod.
Yeah.
There's a bone of contention on it where there's one strip where they said they can do it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Amsterdam. Yeah.
Is it? We never got clarification on that. Whether it's legal for that one strip.
I believe it was. I think they've changed it now. Like they got rid of it.
But all the police, like there used to be, there was a couple I knew back in the day, and you'd see the police outside there. Like not like say going in, but they just let it happen. So what we used to do, like, so there was 2 in Bootle, and what you do is you finish at like 2 or 3, and say you just had name what you wanted, or you just go and sit outside.
That's 2. You're right. You'd finish at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
you were talking about your appetite for prostitutes there. You get to 2. You'd maybe do a 3rd, and then you'd go home.
You'd see who's on. How long's she been on? No, so it's like 2 or 3 in the morning that the last bar would finish, and you'd be like, either you weren't tired or you're thinking, I just want to get another 50 quid or something. You just go and sit outside the brass house.
Right.
Like people just come out and jump in because no one wants to order a taxi to the brass house. And then now and again the police just come on, just roll in, go inside, talk to the madam, and then come out again. Just check everything was all right. Just like just a little industrial estate. It was literally a garage thing pulled up, and there was an office there with all rooms.
You been drinking lately? Any in the house?
I mean, I had.
You had one in the Shivermiter?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you? What did you have?
A pint of the Aussie Gold.
That's like a real ale.
Yeah, it was all right.
1 pint. I love that. Yeah, I love that little pub. Do you want to come on that Christmas night out there?
Well, it was 1 pint because I've got to drive, and B, I have to come here as well.
Do you want to come for a steak dinner and some drinks in there?
Yeah.
Wow, is that how desperate you two have got now?
That's what we're doing for our Christmas night out. We're having a steak.
Well, I feel like you remember when you're on that pod with Chapman and Hutchie?
Yeah.
When you went and vomited?
Yeah.
I feel like that now. So we did a podcast back in the day, and is it the Stag Do?
It was early doors, yeah.
We just come back from the Stag Do, and he had to leave to go and knock it. We were in a bad way. But it was a good episode, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was just...
We watched the clock count down.
It was just fighting for our lives, like just...
But Chapman... Yeah, but
trying to fill air time.
Because we had the rule of getting to 1 hour 37 then. But no one had anything. And it was a good episode. People enjoyed that.
Talking about wanks and everything. Like, anyone had a good wank lately?
Yeah, like anyone had a sandwich or something.
What's the best sandwich you've had this week?
Is this why you were asking me if I'd had any good drinks?
Yeah. I'm just really like...
Go-to.
Yeah.
You've been belated. I was in here last night.
Were you?
Yeah, I had a bottle of whiskey last night.
Whole bottle?
About just over 3/4.
I bought 3 bottles.
Have you?
I bought Penderin,
Nice.
Nickneen, and a Woodford.
That's what I had. I reckon I had about 4/5 a bottle of Woodford last night with a ginger beer and
you had the mixer with it, yeah?
I had some ginger beer with it, and I had some Ribena with it, a little mix up.
I went a bit mad. I went a bit mad on Sunday and went through about 2.5 bottles of red wine.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
beautiful, that.
See, I've got a big Magnum in mind that I need to find the right time for that. It's 2 bottles of wine worth, a big one.
What do you do when you have these 2.5
Yeah.
bottles?
Over how long?
What's your mindset get to?
How do you mean?
Well, I get fighty.
Oh God, yeah, no.
I start looking for someone to fight on Instagram.
Just start commenting on it. Look like a fucking nonce, mate.
I just look for someone to argue on Instagram. Look at open someone I know goes live. So I just go, you dickhead. That's like, honestly, that's what gets.
What time did you start then for 2.5 bottles?
So I went out. Do you know what it was? So I went. So there's like a little open mic night around the corner from where I live. So I went there and I'd like flex.
Who was there? What was the bill?
There was all sorts on.
Walk in there like, look at me.
Did you go on?
No.
Oh, you just wanted to be the king. You sat in the room, yeah. I like that.
Touch me at open spot.
Yeah, I'm not working tonight, but just let you know I could go up there and murder all of you.
I don't know. I just sit at the back, watch
just
it.
bless one.
Yeah. I
didn't speak.
That's
to any.
Danny Deegan. That.
I didn't speak to any of them. None of them know who I am.
So you went to watch an open mic night in a pub?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
Painful.
To try and get bits in that, or
lift bits?
That's a good premise. I'll work that and use it.
I just want to see what people are doing.
Yeah, I've not seen. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Go to a legit open mic in a pub.
Also,
I perform at them, but I don't.
It just depends on your mindset. Like I've been sat at those nights, and yeah, do you know what? Like the bulk of it is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
But someone will have a joke that's as good as anything.
Yeah, and then like I say, then you bless them with a good joke. That
I don't.
Would you go and watch an open mic in a pub?
only to do what he's doing. I feel like a king. Sit there.
Well, have a few beers on your own and be like,
yeah.
I don't feel like a kid. I just sit there, watch.
You know what you're doing.
I went to watch Bren Riley's Informally
Cricket Club. You're sitting there thinking, at any point I go up there and fucking make these cunts look gobshite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
You're sitting there fucking dick semi-hard being like, oh.
Why don't you go to a pro night, Danny? Why don't you go to a pro night and watch the pros do it and go?
I'm usually working those.
So Sunday night you went to watch that.
Usually.
And what time?
So I think that was like 8 o'clock, something like that. So I had like a couple of pints there, but it was just enough to give me the taste for it.
Oh yeah.
And then I got home and I'd totally forgotten about these.
Alcohol's a confidence trick, by the way. We're going. So you had 2 pints at the open mic night.
Yeah.
Felt like you were like fucking.
What pints?
Again, Louis C.K. It's like Bill Bear.
It's like a real
Felt like you're Bill Bear.
But
like
yeah, when I got home, I went into the kitchen because I'd been away. I'd been in the lakes all weekend.
Oh, aye.
So
you with?
I'd been gigging.
Oh, true.
So
who booked that?
So they weren't. They kind of slipped through the diary because I'd stopped doing them ages ago. But they were the Bingo Revolution.
They still exist,
mate. They are the most feral nights I've ever.
Was it busy? I heard there was no one there.
Nice.
Right.
So what are these gigs?
The ones that like Callum got booked. Remember that one Callum got booked to?
He got booked to be the bingo caller.
That one that Callum got booked to, and he went.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought they'd finished. Were the ones you go on after the bingo?
No, that was a different. That was Ben Van der Velde booking them.
Yeah.
And Jim Howarth tried to book some of them. But these ones are the ones that
these ones were you are hosting the bingo.
Yeah.
So you like you go on.
So you are the bingo caller.
Yeah, basically.
A funny one.
Yeah, not massively. Like to be honest. So when you start, they ask you to do 15 minutes of stand up at the start, and it's basically to 120 housewives. And do you know what? It's actually really fucking good.
It's good practice for Manford support.
But
do they know you're going to do stand up to start?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
So what, you compare it in, or do you go on just start doing jokes?
I just compare in and go and it for 10 to 15 minutes, it's really good. And then the bingo starts, and it's really good when you start the bingo, but it's just a downward, to the bottom where it ends. Well, actually, not even the bottom. About halfway towards the bottom. Like you just look out and there's like one of the prizes is an inflatable dinosaur, and there's just a woman on the table pretending she's getting fucking pounded by this T-Rex.
Sound like my kind of crowd, to be honest. That sounds like a good gig. That
and they're just like
up for it all.
Absolute fucking animals.
Northeast. Oh, lakes.
These ones were in the lakes.
So you did 2 back to back or something?
They did a Friday and a Saturday, and they were both sold out.
Okay.
And but yeah, like honestly, like I was saying good night.
So once you start the bingo, you bantering or you just
like little bits, not major. Like, I'm just trying to get through that bingo as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Because like I know now it's like we've got 2 hours before these lot are just fucking.
It's like Bongo's bingo, basically.
Like
that
really
feral
low rent version. Like I've seen women literally come to blows over a cardboard cutout of Will Ferrell as Elf. and I mean like actual like someone like pied her off, so she came over the top and just fucking punched her in the fod.
When did you do that?
That was this week.
Right, so when you get back to the 2 bottles of wine, so what happened? So you
home from the open mic night.
Home from the open mic night, and then you had 2 pints.
You were there.
And then you had 2.5 bottles over how long?
Yeah,
so what you looking at? The open mic night must have gone until 10.
Oh no, I was up till about 1:30 in the morning.
So you did 2.5 bottles in 4 hours?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Passed out by it. 2.5. That's a lot.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, you do it, but
but
you glug wine. You do, don't you? You glug it
like a carpet cleaner.
Yeah, you glug. You glug wine.
The first.
I know you do.
The first bottle is very.
Yeah,
very.
The first bottle is very gluggable. And then
is it white? White.
No, it's red.
You can't glug a red.
You can glug.
You can't.
Glug a red more than the white.
No.
The white goes up your nose. The red sort of.
You can't glug. I know you. I can see you drinking it now. I can see you grabbing the thing and going.
Not if it's white. If it's white, it's on the stem only.
They were
dragged up.
Do you neck wine? You do, don't you? You'll neck wine, won't you?
Depends on the glass. Not my first glass, but my second or third getting like, yeah.
They were Pinot Noir, both bottles.
Big sips at least.
Do you know what I mean? Like not kind of heavy.
Right. Well, 2.5 bottles is good going.
I'd be fighty after that. Like. I'll be on Instagram, look to call someone a cunt.
You glug whiskey, don't you? I haven't seen you drink for a while.
Again. I told you I had a drink last night. It was my first one in a while, I think.
But I haven't seen you drink.
I only had a drink, so I had a dad guilt and stopped me going out, and I felt like, so I ended up drinking.
What for? Stop me on out. Why?
I don't know. My mate just texted me, "Do you want to come to darts?" And I thought he meant the actual darts.
Oh, not just watch them in the pub.
And he actually, he meant, "Do you want to go and play darts?"
Oh,
in town. You know, one of them.
The flight club.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck off.
Do you want to go to that?
Right, no, I'll do it in the corner of the grapes. But I'm not going to flight club. Like a gang of fucking wolves.
Well, that's what I mean. So
let's get a photo of us all be in front of the board as well.
I said
pathetic.
Well, I said at the front just bends his knees.
They probably all laugh at Lad Bible stuff as well. Fuck off.
Well, he said the darts.
I'm with you on that.
I got excited. Yeah. Thought we were going the darts, and then when he said that,
pints with the boys. Shut up.
When he said that, I was like, oh, I haven't got an excuse to say no now.
You went to Flight Club?
No, just let me talk, will you?
I can't. I'm going to collapse.
And then my beard was being fine with it.
I'm like that boxer who quit in the corner right now.
Oh, did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't want to be here.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
No mass.
What?
That was what was it? That was thing. What?
Steve something on it.
No.
I thought he said, "Do you want me to be honest? I don't want to be here right now." I thought that was the quote I seen.
That's what he said.
Oh, yeah,
said
probably, so in the 80s there was
no mass. It was on The Simpsons, that thing.
No, so that was a boxer in there. It was like this massive. Was it Sugar Ray Leonard and?
Oh no, I don't know that.
What's the famous like? Is he Costa Rican or?
I don't know.
But it was like a really famous. But yeah, the camera came in as the referee was checking him, and he said no mass, meaning no more to the ref.
Yeah, that's definitely been used in the cartoon. That no mass.
Yeah, well, same thing happened on the weekend.
That's what Lomas did when he got comedy. He went Lomas.
Got his 10 G's and bounced. Fair play to him.
Good lad.
Yeah.
Proper gangster. He actually gave up.
Second
fucking
round.
Fair play.
Did he?
He actually gave.
He has, though, has he?
He's not gigging that,
isn't he?
He actually had. He actually.
Has he declared it? Has he?
Yeah, he said. Yeah, he says he's a creeping. I might message him actually later on.
He didn't do this big thing that some people.
Yeah, he didn't need to retire like some people insist on doing. He just went. I don't need to tell anyone this.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
He just stopped, which is the best way to be.
Last time I kept seeing him at Creatures all the time.
I met up with him. Morehouse just met up with him, didn't he? And I reckon whether he's trying to twist his arm to do it again.
All right.
I'll message him later on.
Find out.
Go on. What were you saying? I feel like you were saying something.
Oh, he wants me to go dark.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't be asked. And then I was like, so in the end, I lied. I said I was getting grief because I hadn't been home for a weekend since Butland's, which is true. But I wasn't getting any grief for it. She was like, she was fine me going. Just couldn't be asked going to play darts because I don't like darts. Not going to a darts.
It's not like playing darts round the clock.
No.
Does he want to play proper darts or round the clock? Because I play round the clock, but I like fuck playing darts.
I'm not going to flight club. I'm not going to specialised darts.
Oh yeah, no, that's pathetic.
I don't even like darts. So in the end, I dived out of it, and then, you know, when like a little bit in me got a cob on then that I'd not gone. I had a dad guilt because I hadn't been home for weekends and stuff. And
You were busy earning a crust, mate.
and I couldn't be asked going out on a Monday. So
It wasn't like you were out on holiday. You were down there working.
I know because a bit of me felt like I died. So I just got on the ale instead in the house.
I think darts is the worst fucking thing.
Round the clock, Sam.
I like watching it.
Well, do you know what? This is it. My first experience of darts really was like a world championship final. And it was two guys, and I remember it went down to like the last dart. Like it was like
It's exciting, that, isn't it?
They were like 5-5, and it was the most thrilling thing I'd ever watched on TV. And that was like, and then like a year later, it's fucking blokes in the crowd with.
Oh yeah, it's bongos bingo. Basically, it's great.
Yeah. And then people sit there going, "No, it's a great sport. It's a great sport." And you're like, it's like. Dum, dum.
It is a great sport. It is. The drama,
Yeah,
the drama in it is good,
I do quite
Sometimes-
like, I like watching
right.
it.
and the skill. That's
The best example of any sport, like a close contest, is great.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, no matter how shit the how shit
oh,
you
as
think
long as
the
it's a
sport is.
contest, yeah.
If it's a proper close contest, like I've got no
Two fat
interest in
cunts
golf.
running 100 meters. As long as it's close,
As long
it's
as
fun.
they're even right up to the end,
Yeah.
you're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
I hate golf, but I never miss the Ryder Cup
Yeah.
because there's just something thrilling about it. But I think golf is a dog shit sport.
I
Golf.
can't watch
Yeah.
golf.
Can't stand it.
No, if you're good at it.
No, it takes too long to find the result. You can't have some cunt being like -12. Me like, yeah, but in 12 hours we'll see if he's won. Like, no.
Round the clock's fun to play though.
It's all.
don't
Yeah,
get me wrong,
was
if
it?
you
It's
wanna
fun to play once.
darts.
Once or twice. Same as pool. Oh, yeah, I'll have a couple of games, but then if you're there for somewhere, it's like, oh, we're going to do this for 2 hours. Like, this is going to be fucking. I'm going to have half an hour, and I'm going to be like, no, I'm done now. And I'm done now. I'm just sitting here drinking booze, watching other people play darts. Doing shit at darts. Like,
Just peppering that tie around the edge.
yeah. It's like that golf. I really want to go to the golf thing, but I just
Foot
know-
golf.
No, I play foot golf. That's not bad. But like, they got that golf simulator around here now, haven't they?
Or you just hit it into a net or something.
Just hit it into a TV screen.
No, not for me. That
It
fake.
shows-
fake.
It shows you the course and that. Like,
I don't trust the technology. I
Yeah.
think it'd be doing shots
then
that
again-
I'm not doing.
again, that's like 2 hours, and then someone when watched, it's like, oh yeah, it's good. If you don't putt, it's that good. It's like, you're fucking. What are you doing? They just go on the driving range of the TV screen, then like having bevies, and again, after half an hour, you're like, I'm fucking bored now.
Yeah.
I felt like I needed to say something.
It's where gambling comes in. Makes things loads better.
Yeah.
Not that I do anymore.
Prop bets.
I don't gamble anymore.
No, not that kind of gambling. I mean, proper gambling where you do your mates. You like, you know, under or over 10 now on his throw. You don't let them know that you bet on it. It's like, hey, I love them bets.
So I'm not a massive gambler, but I think it's because of the nature of the sport. I like betting on boxing. Just because it can be all over in a split second. I'm guessing because I don't really watch UFC, but I'm guessing that would have the same thing.
Yeah, UFC, there's so many ways to win. It's a pain in the ass to bet with.
But that thing of your bet can be over in a split second. Like,
Right.
do you know what I mean? The fight
Oh, no,
starts.
I
it can
love-
be over in 30 seconds.
My
or
favourite bets are betting with someone. I like to bet with. So I like to.
You like to see the life drain out
Yeah.
of them.
I want to see them. I want to see them hand me the money for having the audacity to disagree with me. But I love I call it prop betting. It's called prop betting. And you could just be out with your mates and you just be like, yeah, next person to walk in here is black.
Oh yeah, I've got a few bets that I'd have to wait until a few weeks time to tell you about.
Somebody bought me a book once. A guy called Stewie Ungar.
Stu Unger.
Yeah, who
Poker player.
Yeah. And his was about like him and so basically that was like the start of the poker circuit, and they travelled around together, and they would bet like 20 grand on whose luggage had arrived first.
Yeah. I mean,
And like, they'd be on a plane, and they said they would get on the plane hoping it rained, so they could bet on the drops.
Oh, yeah, but you bet
Bunting's
which store opens first, front or back. Me and my mates go anyway. That's what we do that all holiday. You got to limit the betting though, otherwise it gets silly.
Yeah, it gets
So
ridiculous.
if you've got to be a pound or like a $5,
you start chasing it on something stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go and do this gig.
You have to go and grab bastard.
Daniel, thank you for coming to do the podcast.
What? I thought you'd already done it.
No.
Oh no, he's doing another gig.
Man's sandwiching in a pod between two gigs. My life is terrible, mate.
And he's making me come back tomorrow to do the Patreon.
Oh, woe is me. Hang on, this one annoys me. He said he dropped the podcast like that to go down to Folkestone to do Smix Tour Sports. But as soon as I get anything it offers, I'm a grabbing cunt.
Do you know who didn't drop the podcast? This guy.
I asked you to come on.
2.5 hours I drove to see you, pal.
Thanks.
Do you want to go do 5 in the bolt?
Yeah, do you want to? I'd say Danny Deegan, come on.
Nice one. Sound to the Patreon. Danny Deegan, you know where to find him.
That's